No. Where is the camera, you guys? Here I am. Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy, what day is today? Happy, happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow a side gig business on social media. Welcome. Good to see you. So, hey, it's a little earlier tonight. I'm kind of proud of myself. It's not super early, but it is earlier. So, does help. Who's here? Let me know who's here. Throw some love and comments. So let's get going. Man, it's today has been back to back to back to back. By the way, it is pouring. I think it stopped right now, but it's been pouring rain down here. I ain't complaining, but some people are because they're experiencing some serious mudslides and flooding in the freeways, and so anyway, my prayer goes out to them. Glow, what's happening? Glad to see you are safe and sound. So, tonight, let's talk about decisions. You know, some of you may know this, but I'm a big fan of James Clear. He wrote the book Atomic Habit. If you haven't read the book, I highly recommend it. I don't have it on my desk; it's over there. But Atomic Habit by James Clear, and he's got a really crazy story. But he also puts out a an email newsletter, if you would, every Thursday, and he calls it 321, where he gives you three ideas. 321. He gives you three ideas. What is it? Three ideas. Let me look it up. Three ideas. Yeah, three ideas. Sorry, two quotes and one question. That's what it is. Three ideas, two quotes, and one question. And I'm a big fan of his because his mentality, psychology, it kind of works like me. If you could imagine that. But so he's got a few concepts that I've actually shared before, but this one I have not shared. He's got a concept where he says decisions are like a hat, a haircut, a tattoo, right? And at first glance, you're like, what in the world is James talking about, right? But this is a really cool concept. So when you make a decision, sometimes you make a decision and you're super happy with it, right? We have that. Sometimes you make decisions and a decision and you're not happy with it even right away, or it may take you some time to say, oh, this was a bad decision, right? So the way he describes it is that decisions fall into three categories: hat, haircut, tattoo. A hat category is a decision where, just like a hat, you can kind of put on a hat, and if you don't care for it, you can just put it down and try another one. You don't like that one, put it down, try another one. The cost is pretty low, and you can go through a lot of hats to choose the right hat for yourself, right? So getting a bad hat, yeah, not that big of a deal because you probably can exchange it or just get another one, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. So that decision, like a hat, is a light one, right? Then you got the category that falls under haircut. So I don't know about you, but I definitely have had um, let me tell you this. I have one bad haircut story that um, it's one of those. I mean, you cannot make this story up. One day I'll tell that story. That's crazy story. But if you've ever had a bad haircut, okay, um, you probably got pretty ticked off, right? You probably ticked off. You're like, "Whoa, what happened to my haircut? Put it back or fix it." And sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a while to get that hair fixed. Sometimes you can't get it fixed right away, right? But it will get fixed. The thing is this, the hair will grow back, right? So it's not like you got a bad haircut and that was it. That's the end of the world, right? You can maybe it'll take a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, I don't know, depending on your hair, I guess. It'll grow back, right? You may have to wear a hat for a few, but it'll grow back. So yeah, it's one of those things that it's a bad decision, but okay. But you know what? You can fix it. It's fixable, right? You can change it up. And the last category is a tattoo category. Think about it. When you get a tattoo, it's pretty much a done deal. These days, they can kind of remove it, but they can but most of the time, excuse me, it's a done deal, right? So when you get a tattoo, it's pretty much done. It's permanent. Some decisions are like getting a tattoo. When you make that decision, there's not much else you can do. You can't undo what you did. Jenny, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So sometimes, you make a decision. Yeah, you may come back and kick yourself in the butt and say, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. But it is one of those things that it is what it is. You cannot go back and undo it. I'll give you a very quick example just for this. Most of you know this story, but the day I decided to leave that big corporate job to get started um, with my own, broker shop with my friend, that was a big lesson. That was a decision that I made that ended up costing me everything: my house, my bikes, just everything, right? So can't go back and undo it. We aren't allowed to have tattoos. Oh wow, that's funny. But we can't. Um, so who knows, right? So some decisions. That's why you got to kind of spend a little time before you make a what decision. The word decision actually is a Greek word, and it comes from cut off. Decision means to cut off, right? Incision means to cut into. So decision is like you're cutting off some things. So when you make a decision, you want to spend a little time kind of thinking about a few things, because you don't know which way it's going to turn out to be: a hat, a haircut, or a tattoo. Hey, if you're brave enough, you want to share some of your let's say haircut or tattoo um, decisions. Hey, I shared the tattoo one, right? So you can share one if you're brave enough. If you're brave enough, throw it in the comments below. Let this feed grow. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully, you guys got some love, inspiration, value. Um, you like my Spanish skit? You like that? That's how I do it. That's how I get it done. Go check it out if you haven't. Um, you know, that's how I get it done. So had fun with that one. Go check it out. And yeah, if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Tag a couple people. With that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow an online business using social media.
Until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much, much love. Much, much love.